Hello everyone, it's Queen B line back to you with another video. This video pertains to the recent transitioning of Kirsnick Khari Ball, aka Takeoff, 1/3 of the hip hop group, the Migos. It has been confirmed by numerous outlets that Takeoff was at a private party at a bowling alley on Tuesday, in which shots were fired approximately at 2:40 a.m. Once officers arrived at the scene, it was confirmed that Kirsnick Khari Ball, as known as Takeoff, was unfortunately unalive, in which he received injuries in his head and some believed to be his neck. Approximately 40 persons were at the after party. In addition to Takeoff losing his life, 2 additional victims were also injured. One is 24 and one is 23. Both victims went to nearby hospitals and were treated for non-life-threatening injuries, according to HPD Chief Troy Finner. In addition, Quality Control, the label that signed the Migos, stated in part, "It is with broken hearts and deep sadness that we mourn the loss of our beloved brother, Kirsnick Khari Ball, known to the world as Takeoff. Senseless violence and a stray bullet has taken another life from this world, and we are devastated." In addition, fellow rapper Gucci Mane released a statement via Instagram stating, "This broke my heart. Rest in peace, Takeoff." Now you will watch this press conference from Houston PD, and I will be back with more commentary.
Definitely here to answer questions. So let me speak to the human element first before we do anything. I spoke to this young man's mother just an hour ago. Flew in here from out of town. I want everybody to understand the pain, the suffering of a mother. Very tough. And I told her, as we stand with any victim of violence or any homicide victim, their family, we stand with them in this city, in this police department, and everybody that's standing behind me. I want to thank our homicide unit under the direction of Commander Spears for doing great work time and time again. I'm going to speak briefly, and I'm going to turn it over to the investigator, homicide investigator Arrington. After he speaks, I'm going to get Commander Garcia to come up and translate in Spanish, and he'll go over some of the investigative parts. But let me speak to this just right. We understand and we know it. This morning at about approximately 2:34 a.m., officers received a call of a shooting in progress. Officers arrived there shortly thereafter. The location It's in a downtown location, Billiards Bowling alley located at 1201 San Jacinto Street here in the downtown area. Once officers arrived, they came upon a male who was deceased. That male has been identified as Kirsnick Ball, better known as Takeoff. He's a member of the Migos rap group out of Atlanta. And I want to pause again because sometimes the hip-hop community gets a bad name. And I know, and evident from this city and people who I have a personal relationship, a lot of great people in our hip-hop community, and I respect them. But back to Takeoff. I got many calls from Houston and outside of Houston, and everyone spoke of what a great young man this is, how peaceful he is, what a great artist. And I'm calling up on everybody, our hip-hop artists in Houston and around the nation. We got to police ourselves. It is so many talented individuals, men and women, in that community who, again, I love and I respect. And we all need to stand together and make sure nobody tears down that industry. And I'm calling to start here in Houston, here and possibly as early as next week. I want to meet with some of our artists and see how we can taper things down. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to the investigator, and we'll our commander translate, and the mayor is here for questions as well. But I want to pray for, ask that we all pray for his mother, his family, and all of his friends who are in deep pain and shock still right now. Thank you. Investigator, come on up.
Thank you again, Chief, and thank you all for coming here, and good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Michael Arrington. I'm a sergeant with the Houston Police Department's Homicide Division, and earlier this morning, as he said, our patrol officers received a call at approximately 2:34 a.m. of a shooting just occurred at the 810 Billiard and Bowling alley. From there, we were notified that there was a single male who was shot and pronounced deceased on the scene on the third level just outside the front door. We were also informed that two other individuals had reported themselves by personal vehicle to local area hospitals on their own, both of them with non-life-threatening injuries, but a 23-year-old male and a 24-year-old female. Like I said, both of them are going to be okay, and we have spoken and gotten information from them to help us in this investigation. But the officers arriving on the scene, initial statements from employees working at the establishment notified us that there was an incident that occurred after the party had ended. There was a private party that was booked out for the event. And then after that ended, there was a large group of people who gathered at the front door area just outside of the building. And it led to an argument where the shooting took place from the disagreement. A lot of the people that were there fled the scene and did not stick around to give a statement. So we're asking them to either call us at the Homicide Division at 713-308-3600. Or if they would like to remain anonymous, they can call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. We're looking for any information at this time, any videos, any information. We do know that the media has received a lot of phone calls, text messages, Twitter, tweets, vines, videos. We need all of y'all to send those to us so we can solve this case. We're looking for anything to help us. From there, as the chief said, we want to find justice for this family. They're going through a lot right now, and the only thing that we can do is hope that y'all reach out and assist us in any way to lead to evidence that will help us to apprehend and get charges and arrest on the person responsible for the death of Takeoff.
Thank you. Let me say something. right quick, just to follow up. I just want to say something to our city, Houston, and every brother and sister in the neighborhoods. I'm calling you to action, to step up. There were 40 people at least at this event, and people left possibly out of fear. I ask you one thing, and I want this to resonate with everybody. What if it was your brother? What if it was your son? You would want somebody to step up. So please step up, get the information to us so we can bring some closure.
This is a tragedy on so many levels. 28 years old, living out your dream out loud. And unfortunately, your life is taken away by a bullet. As you heard in the press conference, at least 40 persons remained at this party. When the shots were fired, everyone scattered. I want persons to understand that even if you did not see the shooter, you could have seen the getaway car. You could have seen something. It's sad that another tragedy has hit hip-hop once again. I've been a fan of hip-hop since I was a child. And to see the evolution of hip-hop since my childhood has amazed me in so many ways. Because persons thought hip-hop would not survive for this long. It's sad that when rappers are in their own city or visit other cities, they may not go back home because of envy or someone can't conflict resolve appropriately. Again, at least 40 persons were at this event. I hope that persons step up so that the family can begin the healing process, because this pain will not go away. I will leave in the comments and description below for hotlines to Crime Stoppers and HPD Homicide Division. I want us to be careful out here because there are persons with broken spirits who want to take your life without hesitation. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Justice for the known and unknown. Please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.